As it connects. Yo, what's up, everybody? This is another episode of First Class Interviews. I'm your host, E. Carter. I'm here with my homegirl, Erica Anderson-Montgomery, owner of Elegance Simplified Salons. How you doing? You still there?
Yeah,
There
I'm
we go.
doing good.
All right, cool, man. Thanks for being here and being a part of the show. And spending this time with me. I dig it. Thank you.
I'm glad to be on here. Don't mind.
All right, cool. So, if you're new to the show, this is your first podcast, correct?
Yes, it is. It's my
Okay.
first one.
So, what I try to do when I do interviews, especially if it's somebody's first one, just to kind of help people feel a little bit more comfortable with being on air, we always try to do some type of icebreakers. So, something that's really off subject, doesn't really pertain to the interview, just to kind of loosen everything up. With the holidays coming around, do you have any special plans, or are you planning to do anything for Thanksgiving or any holiday traditions?
Not too much. Other than just spending time with the family, and friends. Pretty much just going over family house. Eating, getting full, and taking. Just yeah. That's pretty much. I don't have too much planned for Thanksgiving. Other than that, just spend time with friends and family. That's, no traveling plans or anything like that.
Yeah, I know, especially with COVID and stuff like that, man. A lot of people are doing less traveling
Hmm.
for the holidays. Um, is there anything that you're looking forward to food wise that has to be on the table?
Um, some greens. I like greens. And I'll say greens and macaroni and cheese is what I'll be looking forward to. Oh, and turkey. Yeah, those are my main three.
Facts. Now,
Yeah.
yeah, I know, like, I eat greens, more than, what I'm saying, like a couple times during the year, but it's something about them holiday greens that hit a little different.
Yeah.
Uh,
They do hit a little different. Usually my grandma, and back in the day, she, when I was younger, she would make them. She recently just passed, so now my mom, she makes them, but they still as good as my grandma. But and I do miss my grandma, her cooking. But my mom, she's pretty much up there with her. She taught her how to make them, just taught us pretty much the same. So I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to those. 'Cause those are definitely gonna bring back memories of grandma. So yeah.
yeah, I feel that, man, and my condolences as far as your grandmother. I definitely understand, because especially when it comes down to holidays, you growing up, you miss some of um those elders that are no longer here with us, and food always brings back
Mhm.
good memories, a very nostalgic type feeling. But just going ahead and kicking off the interview, man. Tell everybody more about yourself. Just kind of introduce yourself and let them know how they can where they can reach you at and your business.
Yeah, so I am Erica Anderson-Montgomery, 37 years old, been doing natural hair and mixed hair types for going on 12 years. I enjoy doing natural mixed hair types. My passion, I love to help people to learn and love their hair. I've learned that through loving and learning um, their hair, they also gain a sense of confidence overall about themselves. So I do like to help women with that. I enjoy helping them help them in that transformation. Also, I'm the owner of Elegance Simplified Salon, where we, like I said, focus on natural mixed hair types. We educate our clients on maintaining their hair in between salon services using the Synergy product line that I exclusively use at the salon, which is made for natural mixed hair types. So I like to try to educate them on just their hair, and also educate them on the products, on how to use them to get their hair to grow and thrive, and to make it easier for them to manage and maintain their hair between visits. You can,
Okay.
you said where
Okay.
you can reach me at
Well,
too. You can reach me. We have our website, which is essalon.net, or we have you can reach us by phone 937-572-1588. We are by appointment only, and we do have online booking.
okay. All right. Well, just moving on with it. So how did you? So you said you're 12 years in the game right now. How did you really get started with doing hair, or how did you feel like find out that that was a talent of yours?
It's funny because I didn't start out with hair. I started out with nails. That was my first passion. I was doing nails. I was into the nails. And then as I wanted to do nails, I knew that. So I went to hair school. But the school I went to, um, I was trying to just do nails, but at that particular school, they didn't let you just do nails. You had to do nails, hair, and I think, oh yeah, nails, hair, and skin. So at first I didn't like that, but I went ahead and went in there, and then I started with learning about more about natural hair and stuff like that because I was relaxed then. I had relaxers, and I put relaxers in my hair, so I really went on the natural hair like that. But from learning the basics through the school and stuff, I started to grow like a passion for it. And then I started to see it was becoming a trend too. A lot of girls were starting to wear the hair natural. Then I started to want to go natural. So when I went to natural, the process of going natural, transitioning and stuff was like a hassle, but then it became easier for me. And then with me learning that, I was like, well, shoot, I want to teach other women, how to love their hair and teach them that yes, it's a process, but once you get through the process, it can be a lot easier. And that way we don't have to keep putting so much chemicals and things in our hair. But I started out with nails first, and then I grew into the hair. So I was doing hair and nails at first. And then I switched over just to hair. The nails, I still had a passion for it, still do now, but I have some like back and neck issues and stuff. So that caused me to have to kind of put that to the side. But so now I just focus more on the natural hair. But that I started off with nails and then gradually got into natural.
Okay. So speaking of natural hair, one for anybody that didn't know, she also did my locks for a couple different times. You see, I'm out here growing now. She's seeing your boy when he was stingy. But
Yeah.
natural hair is definitely a process. It's a learning experience.
It
You said
definitely.
about how the trend kind of set. So how what you doing hair and natural and mixed hair, how do you keep up with certain trends that's going on?
Well, I take classes, of course. Right now I'm doing an online course, which is the Synergy course, which is why I love her products. The lady, they're not my products too. I want to make sure I say that. The lady who created these products, her name is Karen. I want to make sure I'm saying it right, Karen Hill. And she is the owner of Synergy Salon. So she started the products. Also kind of she did her natural hair journey and started to see it was becoming a trend, and she wanted to do the same thing, kind of help people love their natural hair first. So I went through her, but keeping up with the trends, I go through her basically with the keeping up with the products because she's always having classes for stylists and just to kind of keep up on the trends, keep up on natural hair care, just the hair itself without product as well too. So and just giving information about that. So I'm taking that course now to just gain even more information on top of what I already know. Also, that's one way I keep up with educate myself and the trends. Another way is through social media, just flicking through there, kind of seeing what is popping, what's new, and then kind of see from there which ones I want to try to take on and try to do or add on to my salon services at the salon. And then another way is, of course, I do. I haven't been doing them as much because of the COVID, but I have been doing some like in person, going to brick and mortar type classes or whatever to expand my knowledge. But and then the last one that everybody knows is just through experience. That definitely helps the most. But the training, the classes help along with the experience. But the experience is definitely how I keep up on trends, and then being able to apply them when clients come in is just through experience and practicing, and of course online classes and the training courses that I've been going through.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, as far as the different trends and you keep up with with what do you think is your best strength when it comes to certain styles?
My best strength for styles, I definitely would say is crochets, silk presses, like twist outs, updos is a good, definitely a good one that I enjoy doing. Any type of updos like flexi rod sets, what else? And dreads. I definitely am good with the dreads. I do quite a few dreads as well. So those are the ones that I would say I'm the most I have my strengths in as of right now.
Okay, and I can definitely attest to the locks because you definitely did mine. Um, what man? I just lost my whole train of thought. Um, man, I just went blank. So like you got sometimes you get different types of clients that maybe uh come in and they're like, oh well, I don't know if I want to do this, or I don't know how I want to have it up. How would you handle an indecisive type of client if they really not sure what they're trying to get?
I've had those quite a few times. Normally, what I'll do when they first come in is I will, of course, I always do like a consultation with all my clients. But I'll do like a consultation with them to see where they at, like what's their lifestyle like. Are you trying to do your hair every day? Are you trying to do it once a week? You trying to do something simple and quick? Or are you trying to do something elaborate? So I kind of just get those background questions and just kind of see how they've been maintaining their hair up to this point till they met me. Because that all depends on, the styling that I would recommend for them. So usually I try to, depending on what they say, after that, I try to recommend something kind of simple. That way if they don't like it, it's not hard for them to take it out. It's not hard for them to it's not for her. We can switch into something else if that's what they prefer. But usually I'll start them up with something simple. They usually like it most of the time. And if they don't, within that time they'll tell me and they'll come back and then we'll try something different. But that's how I've usually done it. We'll keep trying something different until we find that one thing that they like, and then they usually kind of stick with that from there on out. They might switch it up here and there. If I try, sometimes I try to lead them to switching it up, but usually they'll stick to that once we find something that works for them.
Okay. See, I'm a guy. I'm new to all this hair terminology. So my nieces and my daughter been trying to educate me a little bit because I told them I was having you on the show, and I'm like, hey, well, see if she know how to do. I'm like, look, I'm pretty sure she does know how to do the things that they're asking me because one of my nieces, she does hair, and she's 14, so she,
Okay.
is getting her a salon, having setting appointments. She actually has been doing my locks lately just to try to give her more practice. Um, she does a real. I can't tell you what her strengths is because I don't know. They get to talking, and then at the end of the day, it sounds like Charlie Brown. So
Okay.
I'm not sure. So, but
Okay.
she's definitely coming up with it. What would you tell um what would you tell girls like her, people like her that's young, that's into doing hair now early, and how would you help guide them if that's something that they wanted to further out and make a career?
Definitely practice, practice, practice like she's doing. That's good that you letting her practice on you. Because that's what I did, practicing on family members, friends, stuff like that, at first. And then of course taking classes. But I would say definitely take classes. But like I said, for me, my thing was I get it more off of the experience and the practice is better for me. I do like I said, online classes, go to, in-person classes, but it's like, that's just like for me, the foundation. But then when I do actually start doing doing it, it's more the experience that I learn more off of. So I would definitely say, practice makes perfect, like they always say. Also keeping up on what's the new trends, because they go quickly. Like one is here this week, the next week is something different. But that's what it's sometimes it can be hard to keep up with, but I do like that because it's never boring. So that's one thing I do like about the hair industry. So I tell them that it's never boring. It's always somebody always coming up with something. But just keeping up on the trends and keeping up on education and the practice is the main three things that I've learned is the best way to get to being to perfection. I'll say that. And also with the younger kids, I think that it's very inspirational that they starting so young at 14. That's good, and that she's learning where her passion is and what she wants to do. So I definitely, like you said, encourage them to keep up the good work and like I said, just practice. That was the main thing for me is just practice. Just keep getting hands on. So yeah.
Okay. I'm the same way with a lot of different things. I do better when things are when I am hands on with it. Like I've been doing podcasts now for it'll be going on 4 years in the next couple months. A lot of people might see it like, oh man, you know what you're doing, you know how to do all of this. It didn't start off that way, you know what I mean? It started out like I didn't my first 10 episodes, I wasn't even using the proper mic. Like I had my mic plugged in, but I wasn't using it. I was using the microphone that came with my computer. And then I had to figure out my audio. And, I just had to keep playing with stuff and trying different things. And a lot of these kids, maybe they don't understand now, but we understand like, hey, sometimes you got to go get in there and get your hands dirty. You might mess up. It might not come out the way you want it to, but do better the next time. And then the next time you do it, do a little bit better than that. And then, like you said, you kind of learn from that experience because everybody doesn't have the same grade of hair, in your line of work. Yes. So you get certain maybe the first time with this type of hair, you wasn't too confident, but it was that next time that you come across that type of hair. It's like, okay, I'm gonna try something different because I remember how it worked out the last time. So definitely, I agree with you with practice, being hands-on, and just trying to gain as much experience as possible. I think that holds true to a lot of different factions in life, especially when you're trying to choose a career path or perfect the talent rather. So that's cool. That's definitely something to tell these young girls or people rather, because it's not always girls that do hair.
Mm-hmm.
Just to keep grinding and keep working on it. So just if you why should a client or a person choose Elegance Simplified Salons to go get their hair done? Like, why should they choose you?
Well, first of all, because like I said, we have a passion for natural hair. Most people, there's a lot of people that do, but our thing, like I said, is more about educating our clients versus just coming in and getting your hair done and going home, but then you don't know what to do with your hair. And the reason I say that too is because it makes it easier. I learned that through experience. Like we were just talking about experience. I learned that I was watching my clients who didn't take care of their hair in between salon visits. And it would made it more harder on them and me when they came in, because they weren't getting an end trim. They were just letting me do everything. And I noticed the ones who was doing what I told them to do, keeping up with their ends, all that stuff, doing the things in between the salon visits. It's a lot easier. Like they in and out, we're not detangling and doing all this extra stuff. So that's one reason that we teach that about managing the hair. So and educating them on the products and things like that, on how to use it on their hair. So that way it's easier on them and us. So far as at our salon, that's why we educate because we want you to learn and love your hair, not just after you come from the salon, like all the time. So that's one thing. And then also we by appointment only. So we like to do that and to focus on our clients one-on-one. So a lot of my clients say that they like that when they come in, I'm ready for them. I'm there. I know they coming. They in and out. They can ask all the questions they want because it's just them there. So I can really focus on them, and it's better for me too because I'm not trying to rush through them because I got a walk in that came in or somebody sitting there staring at me. Like when you don't get done. So that makes me kind of anxious. So that's another reason why we try to do that, just to mainly make it all about the client and their hair and the experience in the salon. So you get the pampering, you get the relaxation, and then you get the education. So yeah, pretty much.
Those are definitely good reasons to choose Elegance Simplified Salon. So now the appointment only, like, did that come? Was that something that was always a thing, or was that just like a COVID related type of situation?
It was no, it wasn't because of COVID. I was already about appointment before COVID, but when I first opened, I did like
Okay.
walk-ins, and it I don't know. I just like I said, it always I felt like I was in a rush because a client come in and I'm trying to rush through this client, and I don't like that. I want to be able to actually give you a good service and focus on you. And I know when I was a client, I didn't like that, feeling like a factory, like they just pushing me through. They don't, they just want my money. They're not really trying to help me understand or learn about my hair or whatever service that I'm trying to get or pamper myself. It wasn't relaxing, it wasn't pampering. It just felt like
Okay.
in and out. So I didn't want my clients to feel like that. So that's when I was like, well, let's do by appointment only. And then I tried it and it worked for me and it worked for my clients. And then they started to appreciate it because they seen the difference of, how the experience was versus when I was walking in. So I stuck to that. Then COVID came, which that pretty much didn't bother me because I was already by appointment only. Like, so.
Okay. All right. That's dope. And like I said, it definitely works when you can make something work for you, especially when you're in business for yourself. Uh, it doesn't help to try to put yourself in somebody else's basket. Like, like, oh, well, everybody else is doing it this way, so let me
Yeah.
follow suit. It
Yeah.
definitely helps you out by, figuring out what actually works for you and going about it as such. I do have a question since we are live. Somebody did
Mhm.
comment, and I'm just seeing it. So it says, "Can you fix hairlines though?" I'm asking for a
Hairline,
friend.
hairlines, no, I don't. I'm not gonna mess with it. Like if you're talking about like shaping up hairlines, no, I don't mess with stuff like that.
I have no who left that
I'm just
comment. It
strictly
don't
the
even it doesn't even
natural.
have a name. Yeah, that's cool. I just thought it was funny. Like, man, can you fix hairlines though? Because I'm asking for a friend. I look,
No,
you
I
never know what you.
can't.
But so you deal with you interact with clients on a daily basis. How do you kind of handle those bad or not really good days personal?
Um,
Just interacting with people throughout the day, and it's not a good day for you. How do you kind of handle those situations?
well, I usually try to start with myself first, and get in my head, my mindset, and try to find some type of positivity out of that situation, no matter how bad it is. And sometimes if you can't find positivity, then you make positivity. What I mean by that is you do something to get your energy up. And usually when I do that, sometimes you can change the energy in your room when you do that. You know what I mean? So and it can flip the situation around. But even if it doesn't, you are in a good spot to where it's not affecting you. So that's why I had to learn, and I'm still learning that every day. Like I have moments where things get to me personally or business wise, whatever, and I have to kind of sit back and get my mindset right and think of it and try to find a positive out of it. And then I also I learned this too. People say this like when things happen, be grateful, and I'll be thinking like, why would you want to be grateful when bad things are going on? But I'm starting to do that, and it works for me. Like it helps because you start to focus, like I said, on the positive instead of focusing on that negative situation or that negative vibe or that negative day, whatever. And it can make you look at things differently, which is going to make you interact differently, which can change your actions in that situation, which can make it better for you. So I'm learning to do that.
Okay.
And main thing is I'm learning is your mindset is everything. You create your own reality by the way you think. So and the way you interact with certain things, whether negative or positive.
I definitely agree. I say that to a lot of different people over the years, friends, family. Like, listen, you might be in a tight spot right now. You know what I mean? But you're not always going to be in a tight spot. You're going to have to will your own happiness. You know what I'm saying? Is you can't just sit there and wait for somebody to be like, here you go, be happy. Like, no,
Yeah.
sometimes you got to go out there and do it for yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
it always starts off slow, but the more you do it, the more you get used to it, the easier it'll come. And then next thing you know, those small things don't affect you as much. Well, before we get out of here, the holidays are coming up. Do you have uh, any type of holiday special?
I think your mic is breaking up. Can you hear me?
I have no idea what happened, man. I think these kids messed up my hit the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Yeah, holiday season, kids on break. That's crazy. Well, thanks for staying with us. I appreciate it. But like I was saying before we got rudely interrupted, um, with the holidays coming up, do you have any holiday specials or deals coming up like that?
Yeah, we have our Black Friday special, which is the Boost My Moisture hair package. It includes shampoo, conditioning, steam treatment, natural styling, then a 8-ounce bottle of the Synergy Reinforced shampoo and conditioner. All of that for 109. And then we have our 10% off products on our online store. The Synergy products are all 10% off. That is on our website, essalon.net. And then we have our sample kits if anybody want to try the Synergy product line for $30 on sale online as well. And then anybody want any tip server promotions, we do those on our social media page, Facebook, Elegance Simplified Salon LLC, and then Instagram, Elegance Simple LLC. So that's what we have going on for right now.
Okay, so everybody that's listening and tuning in, and the people that will listen in the future and watch the show, make sure you go ahead and check her out. Try to get in on some of these deals. I can vouch for the Synergy product myself. I have used it, the shampoo and the conditioner. It definitely works wonders. I definitely like it. Need to get some more. So make sure you get with her. Do you have any questions for me? Anything else that you kind of want to say before we get up out of here?
uh, Not that I can think of right now. So no. Mm-mm.
Okay. So, like I said, one more time before we leave, let everybody know who you are, your business, how they can get in touch with you, and how they can set up an appointment or anything like that.
Yes, Erica Anderson Montgomery, Elegance Simplified Salon. Website to book online is essalon.net. Like I said, we are by appointment only. Or you can reach us on our phone, 937-572-1588, or by email, Elegant Simple LLC. And I think that's pretty much it. So yeah.
Okay. All right, man. I definitely appreciate you coming through and spending this time with me and doing this interview. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I greatly appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. Anytime. I look forward to you either coming back and doing another interview or maybe even being
Yeah, for
a
sure.
guest on the first show. We can definitely get that going. So everybody that's out there, ladies, men, natural hair, this is the girl you need to see. You know what I mean? So it's natural, mixed hair types. Make sure you give her a call or go online, whatever it is you got to do. The holidays is coming up. You want to make sure that your hair is looking nice. So with that being said, I don't have anything else. If you don't have anything, we can go ahead and get up out of here. So I thank you for
All right.
joining me. Appreciate it.
All
See you
right.
later,
Thank
everybody.
you. Bye.
No problem. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is First Class Interviews. That's with Tim Montgomery and Elegance Simplified Salon, LLC. Please make sure you guys go ahead and check her out. Give her a call, set up some appointments, like I just said. And, like we always say, if you're going to fly, you might as well fly first class. And I'm out of here.